DungeonDefendersII, and I am here with another live stream. Now today we are just going to simply be on Dungeon Defenders 2. I'm going to be starting up the series back up again. I started a long time ago but never finished it. So I guess we're just going to start with freaking trying to teach y'all how to pass Chaos War. So I currently have these fishermen's now with this. So for those of you who don't have it, I'll just make it simple. So you don't have to go through all that mess and all that. So here's what you're gonna want to do. First, you're gonna have to deal with your freaking air. You're gonna want to deal with air defenses for your air type enemies. So we're gonna want to place another one right down here, a monk. Now I'm just trying to farm up my missions. As you can see, I gotta win two maps. Hold on, excuse me real quick. Yo guys, I'm about to go in game chat because since you guys aren't on Dungeon Defenders, okay? Okay, I apologize about that. Now for this, you're gonna want to place down a whatchamacallit. Let's just get all our you want to place down a couple of our arcane barriers. Okay. Now for me, they're going to one-shot, and yeah, so maybe for you guys it'll take a little while to kill them. But one thing you're going to want to focus on mainly a lot is your air defense types, because excuse me, it all depends on the person and what their like stats on their things are. And one good way just to just make these go quick is mainly just to get relics and stuff, and you want to upgrade your stuff. That's one good way to do it, because as you can see, I'm already level 50, Ascension 80, no, my bad, Ascension 79. But yeah, I got all this pretty good freaking stuff. I'm on Chaos 6, about to be 7. So yeah, and then you're going, but yeah, so next you're gonna want to place down, hold up, I usually don't use the whatchamacallit that much, so you're gonna want to place down one of these down and maybe a flame aura up here, because you want to do damage over time, just to like help you a little bit with the damage. Like I said, it'll a little damage once they spawn in. Now for me, they'll be one-shotted, I believe. But for you guys it might take a little while, so feel free to place as many as 2 or 3, but just make sure you have a couple, you still have a little bit of mana and max defense limit. Make sure you still have all of that opened up. And then here's what you're gonna want to do if you do have the Abyss Lord. But if you don't, then you're gonna as a Ranther, you could replace that as either a flamethrower or a cannonball tower or poison dart tower. I recommend the poison dart tower because for me, honestly, it works. I'm just gonna plain say it works. But yeah, whoops, that's my bad. I pressed the X button, but I guess it didn't register on my remote. So yeah, and don't mind my voice, like if I sound sick or not. I'm not sick, I did just wake up. We're gonna place, like I said, basically these are the cannons, cannonball towers. Now for these, since I have the Abyss Lord, I might as well. I'm gonna place down some blockades. But if you want, you could place depending on your stats of, I would recommend the one that has the highest max health and a little bit of damage. And then if you notice right here, if you look by my name, it'll say it'll show a symbol like a lightning. Like on here you see the frost, that's Frostbane. These are mod, and you don't know how to do that, I will show you right after this video once I head back into town. Now for here, I have not explained to you, I apologize. completely forgot about it. You're gonna want to just like said, go through here, maybe like two different, two of the same, then one in the middle could be different. Like for me, I'm just gonna place on a Colossus. He does some pretty good damage. He's definitely OP. And then if you have Lava Mancer, then just to finish everything off, I would recommend just placing it over here so they could get both lanes, like over here and over here, you know, just as a precaution. Then just upgrade a little bit, then you can then start. And now, as I said, you're just gonna want to focus mainly while these, as you can see, I have the whatchamacallits, the shield ones, which they can block your frontal defenses. So one thing to do is the Earth Shatter. I actually completely forgot about those, that since I can completely one-shot these guys, I completely forgot that this is for you guys. And see, they have shields, and frontal attacks will not do as much damage. They mostly completely block it. Like for me, they do hella damage, mostly because just because they're upgraded. And yeah, as you can see, the damage, hold on, it's 105k. Excuse me, I just woke up. So yeah, one thing you're gonna want to do is place down at least one freaking Earth Shadow Tower, on each lane, because as like I said, they will deflect all frontal attacks. So meaning if you shoot a cannonball at them, they'll do absolutely no damage. So what you're gonna do is place down one of these, and then you're gonna want to place down another one, maybe a couple more, like maybe get rid of one of these, and then you're gonna want to place down the Earth Shadow Tower, or any flame auras or any traps, anything that'll get behind them. So if you like, maybe place one right here, and then once they walk through, they'll be able to attack them from behind or from the side. And same thing over here, you're gonna want to go through the Earth Shatter Tower. Okay, oh wait, yes, I do have enough for each one. And for these, you can just put spike blockades or arcane barriers. Either way, mostly depends on your health. And for Cannonball Tower, for the Squire's blockade, most either way, it goes 50-50 for damage and health, because when you place down the spikes on the front of his blockade will do damage over time, but not as much damage unless you upgrade it. Now for these, if once they break, they'll explode on contact, and as you can see, it'll show under health attack damage, which is 23.2k. Now that means when they break, they will explode, causing enemies to deal damage. So yeah, just upgrade a little bit. And like I said, you want to focus mainly on your air attacks and those shield guys, like I said, because they are really annoying. And when you get the chance, you're gonna want to upgrade your Earth Shadow towers and your blockades, because those you want to mainly focus on. Because like I said, the Earth Shadow towers will deal damage to your whatchamacallits, the shield guys. I forgot their names, but yeah. And then for the flame auras, you just want to upgrade them a little bit. And I'm sorry for the way I'm talking. I can't speak today. I'm just like, I can't pronounce my words. I don't know why. I am not doing it intentionally, that is for sure. But yeah, if you see any air attackers, air enemy types, you're just gonna want to focus on them. Because as you could see for me, this is the second upgrade, it does 1.13k. No, 113k, my bad. So yeah. So like for these, if you wanna try going up close for damage, you're mostly gonna want to use a melee attacker, because basically any ranged attack heroes, they will do absolutely nothing. So that's what you're gonna want to do. You're gonna want to use a melee if you want to get those guys if you want to get some damage on those guys. That is for sure. Now I will be doing videos how to pass each and every chaos. So yeah. And I will be doing the main four heroes: the Squire, the Archer, or the Huntress. I like to call her the Archer, but the Huntress, the Apprentice, the Squire, and then I know I meant the Monk. Yup, that's what I was missing. So like said, but for this video I will be including Lavamancer and Abyss Lord. But for this, it's optional, because for me, I just do it anyways. Oh, excuse me. And then for the Abyss Lord defenses, I choose to put them down. But you could always replace them with anything that's suitable for your needs. Or in other words, like if you don't have these blockades, you could always use spike blockades to replace them, because they're kind of like spike blockades. They will do damage over time. They will like their spikes will pop out and then deal damage. And then with skeletal ramsters, you could always replace them with the dragon breath ones, these. Hold on, let me just sell this real quick to show you. One of these, the flamethrower tower, you could always replace them with those. So yeah, let's continue. You always want to upgrade your, like said, the of shadow towers and your blockades. Now, when you get the chance, when you get the chance, you're gonna maybe want to edit your inventory, because they do drop stuff to enemies, so you want to get time to pick those up. And then once you get time to pick those up, you could just put them, and then that'll help you along the way once you progress to the next wave. And now, do beware that starting from wave 3, 4, and 5, bosses will not only appear, but they will spawn in front of your they will spawn in front of this. They will like a skeleton. I've failed so many times. It was kind of embarrassing because I'm on freaking Chaos 6, so I lost because I wasn't fast enough to get over here. He was right here. He started attacking it. He just spawned. So one thing to do if you do have time for this, like I said, it was optional for me. I didn't need to have it. But one good thing to have is a flame aura. For me, I'm just gonna place down a Fisher Embitterment, one here and one there, because and then I have to place down more right here, because like said, they will spawn right in front of here. It is really annoying. Now, like said, like I said earlier, they will drop stuff depending on what heroes you have. Just pick that up, because the other one I don't need. Now for this, I'm gonna sell, but you can keep. But if you do manage to make space, just try and place down a couple of flame auras, and then you kind of want to stay near here, and then use ranged you don't want to like just camp there. You're gonna want to like move around, because you don't know when they're gonna spawn. So if you have a ranged enemy, a ranged hero, I recommend you use him to that does good damage. That is for sure. Maybe it will happen, I don't know. But if it does end up happening, then that'll be a good example. See, as you could see, in order to get them on good damage, you're gonna wanna use melees. Now for me, I actually want to tell you guys something. This Protean weapon that I have for my Lavamancer, he is freaking like the Lavamancer, his Protean weapon. I didn't buy it with gems, and I didn't hack it either, just for those of y'all who just want to assume. I bought it for 2 million. I bought a Protean tablet for my Abyss Lord, a Protean tablet for the Lavamancer, and then another, no, not Protean tablet, this Protean Smasher for my Abyss Lord, and then I actually got a, Protean tablet for the Abyss Lord, like I said, and then, I got this, and then I also got the Protean Dagger for a Mystic that I gave to my friend. I was nice enough to spend some of my I had over 5 mil. I lost 3 mil. Each of them cost 1 mil. My bad. I'm broke now. I had over 5 million coins. Now I only have 307,000. Now that is just sad. It honestly is. Now, let's just continue this, and then that'll be the end of the video. Oh, and one thing I would like to clarify: if you ever end up getting enough defender medals by a character, me personally, I recommend which character you like to play as and which character you think will be fun. Me, I honestly thought the Lavamancer would be fun. Now don't get me wrong, it is fun to play with, but one downside is hold on. As you can see, this is his healing ability. Sometimes you can get caught in stuff, and actually that's one of the problems. That was kind of my fault though. When you're burying with his freaking healing ability, sometimes you will get stuck inside of a wall and you can't get out. You're gonna have to like move your left joystick in a circle to get out, and sometimes you can't get out and you're gonna have to exit the game. That happened to me on one mission, but I did end up getting out. So I am now very careful when I am using him. Because I don't want to end up getting stuck in a wall and not being able to get out. And when I say stuck in a wall, I legit mean you'll be inside of a wall, like glitched out. So yeah, let's just ready up. Oh yeah, and like I was saying with the characters, when you want to pick a character, I recommend like someone you think will be fun. Like I was saying, the Lavamancer, Abyss Lord was my very first pick. He was fun. He has good defenses, but for him, you want to focus mainly on his ability power and his defenses. For Lavamancer, he's not really that good, and I kind of regret buying him. But hey, you gotta get every character. So I actually ended up getting this guy with 20 bucks. I got the Molten Juggernaut. Damn it. So yeah, and I also but for your first character, I recommend the Dryad completely. Her defenses are way OP, and she is kind of cool looking. And not only that, but she does good damage if you actually know how to use her. And then yeah, so just mainly I would personally I think you guys should choose the for your first character, either the Abyss Lord, EV2, Dryad, or Gun Witch. I don't know if I said Abyss Lord, but that is one of them. But yeah. No bosses have spawned on my the defensive things, the objectives, but usually that would happen. But I would take some precautions and place them down anyways, because you never know, because maybe sometimes it will happen and sometimes it won't. me, I'm just gonna sell this right now because I don't need it. So how he's been Chargers. Get rid of these guys real quick. Stupid golden siege rollers. Stopping siege rollers, I recommend using a melee, going behind them and just going like that, because they do damage from behind as well. So you just want to go like that, and you also want to have your Earth Shadow Tower to deal damage to them, and you also want to use Flame Auras to do damage to them as well. And trust me, they are annoying. Whew. So that will be the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Now I will be doing Chaos 2 in my next video. Peace out. See y'all next time in the next Dungeon Defenders 2 episode. See y'all later. Have a nice day.